I say you get a good idea of the different things that the Lord created, which He created in twos for balance in the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3.
Right. And it just goes to show you, the whole reason that we're going through this is first and foremost for our punishment, but it also goes into us seeing how a wicked kingdom is run, so we can know what a righteous kingdom is, man. You can see the folly in this place, man. How can a man enter into the goodly places if he passed not the danger that was before it? Like it tells you in 2nd Ezra 7. It talks about that pathway.
Well, how do you know the difference between a truth and a lie? You need to know both standpoints. Like to differentiate and be like, hold on, this don't line up with the scripture. So we know this is of the lie. And I understand and know the scripture through the Holy Spirit, so I know this is of the truth. See? So that's how we have to sometimes dive into these different things to be like, okay, so when these different scumbags or scoffers come up, we can be like, well, hold on. Well, where'd you get this from? Is that in the scriptures? Nah, man. You can't just keep making up your own thing. See? But you gotta know the truth in order to know a lie, and vice versa. You gotta know that lie in order to know the truth too. And be able to differentiate which is which. Okay? I want to back you with a precept, bro. I got Sirach 23 verse 20. It says, He knew all things ere ever they were created, so also they that were perfected, He looked upon them all. So going upon, like the brother said, when he brought up the scriptures with the different works and all that, the Lord created everything, everything through Yahweh Shai and the angels. He who have ears to hear, let him hear.
Didn't King Solomon say he given his heart to know all things?
Alright, so whenever y'all finish on y'all preset, let's go back into this Ezekiel 37.
What's that, Ecclesiastes chapter?
It might be 3 or 4, I'm not sure. What you got, bro?
I got a few.
Alright. I need you to bring yours out. Yeah. I'm going down y'all this.
Right?
I don't know exactly where it is. I'll read till you catch up, bro. Ezekiel 37 verse 7, it says, So I prophesied as I was commanded, and I prophesied there was a noise, and behold, a shaking, and his bones came together, bone to his bones. And when I beheld, lo, the sinews and flesh came upon them, and the skin covered them above, but there was no breath in them. Then said he unto me, Prophesy to the wind, prophesy, son of man, and say to the wind, Thus saith the Lord power, Come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain, that they may live. And this is what we see starting to take place. The dead Israelites that were slain spiritually, being brought back together, being given that breath so that they may live. John 6 and 63.
John 6 and 63. It is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit, and they are life. Those are all tying together, man. This spirit quickens you, man. The spirit is what brings you to life. We know the spirit to be the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
Hey, there's another scripture that said in Proverbs about to say the flesh profit is nothing, but it's the spirit that the Proverbs. It says the flesh profit is nothing, but it's the spirit that holds it. I think it says quickness too. What you got, bro? So we read verse 10. Go back. Okay, so when do y'all get John 20 and 22? Okay, give me Revelation 11 and 11. Let me get this real quick. It says, back in Ezekiel 37 verse 10, it says, So I prophesied as he commanded me, and breath came into them, and they lived and stood upon their feet, an exceedingly great army. see? And this is what you see now, man. You see the men of the law on the highways and byways. What? Standing upon their feet as we are a great army unto these people. Hey, these other nations know that, we are a great army. Because who are we? Soldiers for how much that was shot. That's who we are. We soldiers for Yahweh that was shot. And we standing upon our feet. Okay? Go ahead.
John 20 and 22.
Revelation 11.
John 20 and 22. When he had said this, he breathed on them and saith unto them. John 20 and 21. Then said Yahweh to them again, peace be unto you. As my Father hath sent me, even so I send you. And when he had said this, he breathed on them and said unto them, receive ye the Holy Spirit.
It was in that due season, man. When he told them that they had to wait for a little bit. Forget how he said it. But then how he had to wait. And then he was going to be given what? The Holy Spirit. That true understanding. See, but read that one again.
When he had said this, he breathed on them and saith unto them, receive ye. He breathed on them and said unto them, receive ye the Holy Spirit.
See, breathe unto them, man. Receive ye the Holy Spirit, man. That's that breath, man. That full breath. Once Yahweh did that, Revelation 11:11.
This is Revelation chapter 11, verse 11. And after 3 days and a half, the Spirit of the Most High entered into them, and they stood upon their feet.
10. Go ahead, 10.
Revelations 11 and 10. And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them and make merry, and shall send gifts one to another, because these two prophets tormented them that dwelt on the earth.
Right now, who are those gifts? We were those gifts. See, we were those gifts that was being traded by the other nations back and forth, right? And now it says the two prophets what? Tormented them what? Tormented them what?
Was tormented them that dwelt on the earth.
You see, and we are tormenting them, man. You see, but by the word though, we're not doing nothing physically. We're not gathering arms. We're not doing none of those things. You see, but we're tormenting them what? By the word. And who are those two prophets? Southern kingdom and the northern kingdom. See, we all standing together as one, being brought back together as one nation. Hey, as prophecy said.
Read in Baruch 5 and 5, being gathered by the word of the Holy One, from the east to the west. I got a precept too.
Oh yeah.
This is Psalms 119 and 25. My soul cleaveth unto the dust. Quicken thou me according to thy word. And that word quicken is H2421, to live, have life, remain alive, sustain life, live prosperously. And it goes on. It's all dealing with life, man.
All right, I got a precept. Baruch 4, verse 30. It says, take a good heart, O Jerusalem, for he that gave thee at the name will comfort thee. Take a good heart, O Jerusalem, for he that gave thee that name will comfort thee. Miserable are they that afflicted thee, and rejoice at thy fall. Miserable are the cities which thy children serve. Miserable is she that received thy son. For as she rejoiced at thy ruin, and was glad of thy fall, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation. For I will take away thy rejoicing of her great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into mourning. For fire shall come upon her from the everlasting long to endure, and she shall be inhabitant of devils for a great time. O Jerusalem, look about thee toward the east, and behold thy joy that cometh to thee from Yahweh Shai, man. And who is that her representing? That her is representing Babylon the Great. Okay? So as we read, as the brother read in Revelation 11, verse 10, read it again, bro.
Revelations 11 and 10. And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them and make merry, and shall send gifts one to another.
And that's what they did, man. They rejoiced over us. They rejoiced at our downfall. Hey, give me I get it. Go ahead.
Okay, this is John 5:21. For as the Father raises up the dead and quickeneth them, even so the Son quickeneth whom he will. See, so the spiritually dead, getting rose up by the decree of Yahweh, and it's being performed by Yahweh Shai, man. You know, they've been chosen from the beginning to get wakened up. You know. Go ahead.
All right, so now the point that I wanted to get, you know, it says those that rejoiced over us and basically, led that our calamity and was happy of our ruin, right? Now, who do you think of that done that? Edom. See, because when we were getting took down by Babylon, what did Edom say? Raise it, raise it. You know, and raise it just basically means,
destroy it.
Destroy it, yep.
What's another word for destroy? Raise.
The book of Psalms 137 verse 3, it says, For there they that carried us away captive required of us a song, and they that wasted us required of us mirth, saying, sing us one of those songs of Zion. You know, so even us being carried away, into captivity, they wanted us to what? They wanted us to what? Shuffle and jive. Just like as they do it here today. They say, you know what? Yeah, we got our foot on y'all necks. We had our foot on y'all necks for centuries, right? Oh, we want you niggas should just be happy. We gave y'all sports. We let y'all watch Netflix, go to the club, all these different things. Just suckle and jive. Be cool with what you got. You know? Hey, sing us one of them songs of Zion. You see, what I'm doing is I'm modernizing it. You know?
And they used to do that. They used to do that in slavery. They used to make them sing and dance. You get an example in that movie 12 Years a Slave. And Solomon Northup could play the violin. They brought him in the house, making them dance and do all this. Yeah, you're in slavery. We cracking whips on your back. You got you in chains, right? You got a foot on your neck. Well, come on, sing these songs for us. Come on, entertain them.
Right. Yeah. Here they go. They got you working for a 14-hour shift, getting beat. Then they want you to come in there and then sing them a song. Or like you said, like Solomon Northup, play them a violin. Hey, these songs, man, something else, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Dance, boy.
and don't let you get tired. Oh my goodness. You're gonna catch it even more if you even show that any signs of you being tired. You know? Oh, you're not using your potential, boy. Remember, you know how they used to have visitors come to the plantation? It's like, oh, we got something for you. They set the wine out. They bring the best looking slave women out. They bring the best slave entertainers out. And they just have fun with us, man.
Hey, what they call that? They showed it in Django. It's called Mandingo fight.
Yeah, Mandingo fight.
Oh yeah, they would get Jake drunk. They get Jake drunk as hell, right? And them have them go at each other, man.
No, they probably wouldn't even make them drink. They wasn't drunk in that movie. They didn't get a beer till after they won.
Well,
and they would fight to the death.
Well, I'm just saying, when you do look that up, mainly they was getting Jake twisted. Because they know when you drink, remember when you drink, bro, when you get that angry, bro, you just it's like two wolves. You know, it's two bulls seeing red. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they was doing that shit, man.
For destruction.
For destruction, right? Oh, what does it say? It says about giving your neighbor wine to drink.
Woe to him that maketh his neighbor drink also, that he shall uncover his nakedness.
Yeah. If I get that, bro, let's let these precepts.
Yeah, you go ahead and grab the precept. I want to say too, but think about the terror too of being threatened, your life being threatened. You gotta kill one of your brethren that's in front of you. Y'all gotta fight to the death, or you both die.
You both die
gruesomely. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna let the dog eat you, or we're gonna split you like with the horses. You know, like the Levi jeans.
Some type of torture.
Some type of torture.
Butt breaking.
Yeah,
well, they was
They
was doing all types of crazy shit to Jake, bro.
Right.
Oh, boy.
So unless you kill this dude in front of you, you're gonna die. But if you win, we'll reward you.
Or your wife is mad tonight.
Right.
Or your daughter. Or your son.
Yep.
See, Esau was on crazy madness, bro. Y'all gotta pay for that, bro.
Right.
Oh, you got it?
No, it's not.
Alright, I'll read it. So going back in Psalms 137, verse 3, it says, remember, for there that they that carried us away required of us a song, and they that wasted us required of us mirth, saying, sing of us one of those songs of Zion. And how shall we sing the Lord's song in a strange land? So that was our reply. How are we going to sing the Lord's song in this strange land, man? You carried us away. We ain't in a state of joy right now. You want us to sing? You know?
I got that precept.
Verse 5, it says, if I forget thee, O Jerusalem, let my right hand forget her cunning. If I do not remember thee, let my tongue cleave to the roof of my mouth. If I prefer not Jerusalem above my chief joy. Remember, O Yahweh, the children of Edom, and the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewarded thee, as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and danceth thy little one against thy stone. See, so you see how it puts Edom and daughter of Babylon right there together, it ties them together. See, because Edom is the daughter of Babylon. You see, this is Babylon the Great. You see, and everything that Edom has done has to be required, double fold. You see,
Like all that butt breaking and that madness and wickedness they did to us in slavery. We're gonna do worse than that, but we're gonna do it in righteousness.
Yeah, we're gonna do things lawful. We ain't, see, Jake, hey, that's madness, bro. You tying a man up, right, or shackling, and then, because if y'all know what butt breaking is, what it is it's assaulting a man's rectum. You know, basically another man going into another man viciously. Okay, multiple owners, right? But they do it in front of the whole plantation, so they can break you down.
Yep.
And then they don't use the weakest link. Nope. They use the strongest one. And let's say the one that's, you know, Diesel. Diesel, and everyone looked up to as you know,
Take the leader.
the leader, so to speak,
exactly.
You know, the one that was more manly.
The alpha. They would take the alpha and they would turn them into a little personal plaything, man, on some bullshit.
They'll break you down, bro.
They don't do it in front of their family.
Their family, their wife.
Whole plantation.
You know, just, oh man. I got a precept too.
Zachariah,
We called it earlier.
but yeah, we're gonna get it. I just wanted to bring this out right there. Zechariah 1 verse 15, it says, I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease, for I was but a little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction. You see? So yeah, we you know, it was, as it was prophesied that, you know, we would go into captivity of these other nations. You know, we broke the Lord's word that things would happen to us, but they helped forward our affliction, bro. They did overboard. You know, they did way over than what they should have done. You know?
He took it to the next level.
To the next level, right. But,
He said he was but a little displeased.
right.
But you have forward the affliction. You know? So he did it not for our destruction, but because we brought him to anger. But then Esau just took it the extra mile, man. And this is part of the way he's done it, by making you drink of his philosophies, man. Habakkuk 2 and 15. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that putteth thy bottle to him, and makest him drunken also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness.
Now, so let's tie that in, right? So let's read it again, Bubba Kashaw.
Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that putteth thy bottle to him, and makest him drunken also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness.
Right. So now let's go to the philosophies of drinking, right? These nations, well, starting with Edom, they give Jake all kinds of these different philosophies, because wine represents philosophy too. So they give Jake all kinds of these different philosophies, right? All these different ideologies, those different religions, and be having Jake drunk as hell, man. You see? Where now Jake is what? Naked. Now to the point where Jake is naked, where you can see their shame, you can see their sins, you can see their wickedness. See? That's what Esau have done, bro. You know? And this cup, right, of the wine that he has given us, right? I'm using it in that sense that he has made the neighbors drink. You know, us the nation has us completely bugged out. Okay? Completely bugged out. You see, Jake is destroyed off of this, man. Can you read that again?
Oh my man,
no, funny as hell. No salt, no flavor.
No salt or flavor. Oh my God. Habakkuk 2:15, man. Woe unto them that give his neighbor to drink, that puttest thy bottle to him, and makest him drunken also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness. You know? So hey man, there's different ways that he's done this. One way he did this in the past was how the Greeks took over Jerusalem, right? When Antiochus Epiphanes put out the decree that all should be one, that none should be able to worship their power, that was set out to the Israelites. You know, that's taking his philosophy and making them to drink under penalty of death. You know, and then in this society too, they try to indoctrinate you into certain things, like their what's up, brother? Hey, like their homosexuality tolerance thing, right? They want you to be tolerant of homosexuality, you at these jobs, and they'll make you watch these videos where it's like, you gotta pass them in order to continue employment there.
Well, what about the kids now? They just passed another law in Chicago, you know, dealing with our children being taught about the transgender lifestyle, bro.
Right.
See? So what are they doing? They are giving, you know, they're giving us that drink of their different philosophies and ideologies of wickedness to take down and drink down, and to accept it and embrace it.
And they're trying to make you do it.
Right, and our people have done that, you know. And then if you speak out against it, then what? You are ridiculed. You are persecuted. See? But hey, as the scripture says, what the truth is barren in this land, or this land is this land has no truth, you know, and barren of faith.
The land shall be barren of faith, right? Right.
Go ahead, bro. Read that first one, then jump through.
This is Isaiah chapter 28 and verse 8.
Right.
For all tables are full of vomit and filthiness, so that there is no place clean.
Right. It's speaking, and that's dealing with you, Jakes, bro. Y'all tables, y'all platform is full of vomit and filthiness and madness, bro. You see, y'all table ain't nice and set. You know, you got your plate of gold. You got your your gold and gold silverware. Or not silverware, your gold spoons and forks and different things like that. You know, you don't got y'all oil, y'all wine, y'all grape. You know, we talking about ancient style. Right. I want to show the difference. We talking about ancient style. All the good, the pleasant things that we had. You know, the different what they call utensils and cups and the undefiled, not polluted food. Oh, but Jake's table, you know, when we want to say filthiness and vomit and madness that they all into. GMOs. Table full of GMOs. They got Kool-Aid on the table, right? They got Big Macs. Shrimp. You know what I'm saying? Shrimp. Pork. Like you said, pork feet.
Lobsters,
crabs and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
The cat been wiping his booty on the table after it defecated. All type of filthiness, man. Go ahead.
Right.
Drunk uncle vomited on the table.
Yeah, he just laying on the table. You know what I'm saying?
Slobbing all in the damn family soup bowl, just
bottle in his
hand all in the gravy.
You know what I'm saying? But this how y'all table is set, man. See, and y'all Jakes, y'all want to keep that table because y'all don't wanna just grab that whole sheet and just grab it up and just toss it out. Like, you know what, the hell with this table. I want a fresh new table, I want a clean table. You know, I want the things of the Lord. You know? And like it says about the food that satisfies mind. But Jake don't want the different things. Even though we go to a spiritual and use the spiritual and physical, Jake don't want the goodly things set before them. You know? They don't want that. You know? It's just like let's use another physical sense. When you start talking to Jake about eating greens or eating different herbs, oh man, it's like, I don't want none of that. What do you think?
I ain't no damn rabbit.
Y'all eating smoothies? So what y'all health advisors now because y'all drink smoothies? You know, y'all take different herbs. Who y'all think y'all at? Dr. CB? Jake is full of it, man. You see? Jacob's full of it, bro. But that's how Jake wants to continue themselves. Go ahead. Go right ahead. Let's get back to it. Anybody got something to say? Let's get to it.
This is Isaiah chapter 29 and verse 9. Stay yourselves and wonder. Cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine.
So saying our people are drunk, but not with wine. So what are they drunk from? What is making them stagger to and fro? You see? What is making them cheery of every wind? These different philosophies, these different ideologies. You see? Pulling Jake back and forth. You know? Every direction.
They stagger, but not with strong drink. For the Lord hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and hath closed your eyes. The prophets and your rulers and seers hath he covered.
Yeah, see, so the Lord hath blocked you, spiritually blocked you. See, he has covered your eyes. You know, he has stopped up your ears. Go ahead.
Verse 11. And the vision of all is become unto you as the words of the book that is sealed, which men deliver to one that is learned, saying, read this, I pray thee. And he saith, I cannot, for it is sealed.
That's what them house teachers say, that is sealed. But Yahweh shall unlock the seals, man. Revelation the 5th chapter. You see? So, and what the scripture says, ye have the unction from the Holy One to know all things. See, and Yahweh shall say what? Everything is made known, but we're made known unto his friends. So we know what we need to know. We have everything we need to know that pertains to salvation. Okay? I want to get a precept. Ephesians 4, verse 14, it says that we henceforth be no more children tossed to and fro and carried about with every wind of doctrine by the sleet of men and cunning craftiness, whereby they lie and wait to deceive. You see? So that's all they do, bro. They use all these different Esau uses all these different ways that's just set in stone to wait and as a trap and as a snare to wait and to have you deceived, man. All right, thanks, man.
Take care, brother.
Yeah, thank you. You know, they have you deceived. For instance, this shooting that recently happened in Philadelphia, that was a hoax, man. You see, and they showed the helicopter where the police was spraying blood on themselves.
Fake blood.
Fake blood.
Yeah, you see him holding his arms out like this. Then when he gets to the car, then the dude starts spraying the blood on his hand, and it starts getting on the ground.
Right, and then the one dude jumps in the car, and then the other dude runs away like he's injured. See, but only these people that have no clue what the hell is going on believe this shit is real. They actually believe it, but they was what? They allowed to wait and to deceive, and that's what they have done. So the mass people think that these shootings and these different false flags, or what we call it, are actually things that's really taking place. No, it's not. It's all to take the guns off the street. It's all to pacify you people to say, yeah, take the guns off the street. Because the easiest way to take down the people is you do what? You disarm them. Right. You disarm them, it's easier to take them down. Because what they say, it's no resistance.
Right.
It's no resistance.
Yeah, that's a war tactic.
It's a war tactic. They don't want to send their military in to have to be battling out on the streets, which is going to take place anyway, you know, because there's too many guns to get out the streets. But they want to try to deceive the masses as much as possible, to get the people on their side to say, yup, take away the guns. But see, that's why there's Edomites in their right state of mind that's fighting for that, what's it, the Second Amendment? The Second Amendment right to say, look, nah, we got the right to bear arms. Because they know what time it is. They know that, hey, that's why it says that Satan, fight against Satan, how should they, how shall they stand, you see?
Right.
But these Edomites, you know what I'm saying, I'm using Edomites, these Edomites know what that's why they buying up all the guns, that's why they buying all these different bullets, because they know race wars is going to happen, right? They know that it's going to be
this way.
They know it's going to be insurrection in the streets, and they're going to have to fight against their government. They know that's coming.
Yeah, but you still got your average damn simple ass Edomites who will hear that these different things are false flags and they're government orchestrated, and they'll still be, I'm shocked and appalled. I can't believe my government would do that.
Because they programmed to think like that, bro. They're programmed to think, you know, by the time they were born, to think that their government was for them. You See?
Your government can't stand you just like it can't stand us niggas, man.
Right. But if y'all was in y'all right mind, y'all would be like France right now. This place, America, would be like Greece.
Greece, exactly.
It would be like these different places, man, uprising against the government, because they know their government is screwing them over, man.
Corrupt.
See, but the wool has been pulled over your eyes where it's like, they can't see. You know?
Right. Pride of thine heart has deceived thee. Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, man. You Edomites are proud, and that's why it's going to be a very great surprise when your damn kingdom crumbles, man.
Hell yeah, it's going to be beautiful. Go ahead, bro, say your point.
Oh yeah. I was just saying, you know, even these jakes, just as you're saying, man, they got the spirit of slumber and sleep on them.
Oh yeah, these jakes too, yeah.
Yeah, they can't see nothing. Like there's a jake that I work with at the job. I'm basically saying, you know, I watch global news to see all the things that's going on.
Yeah.
But he was like, oh man, that global news is not gonna tell you. You ain't gonna get everything from that alternative global news. You need to watch the local news.
See,
that's
the local news is gonna lie their asses off to you.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like Jake, as it says, my people are Sodom people, man. It's stupid. They don't see what's about to go on.
Jake, yeah, and Jake, I want to get back to the scriptures now, though. So, but it's the same as the you know, what was going on in Rome. You know, as the fall of Rome. They had the bread and circus. Actually, Jake be caught up about the NBA, who's about to, you know, what team going to win in the NBA. You know, football season about to start. You know, baseball, you know, soccer, all that. You know what I'm saying? So Jake be caught up in all that. And then the rest of the madness that be going on out through the world, being pushed through the music and all that. Jake just like to be caught up in that quality.
Ultimately, Jake trusts in Salaki.
Egypt.
He trusts in Egypt, man.
And Jake don't want to deal with reality. Go ahead, bro. Where you at?
I think that was the point.
That's the point on that. So go back to where you was at.
Yeah, I was just gonna pull out Isaiah 30.
Go ahead. Yeah. Isaiah 30.
Charles.
I'm done.
Isaiah 31 or 30.
All right, Isaiah 30. Okay, Isaiah 30 and 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith Yahweh. They take counsel, but not of me. They cover with their covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. So part of that, taking counsel, but not of the Most High, is how we let you, like the brother was trying to tell us. Jake Rose looking like a damn Cisco damn video shoot. But anyway, like the bro tried to tell him, you know, watch the global news. They're gonna give you a more accurate depiction of what's going on in the world.
I like that. I smell that way down the block. I already know what it is too.
For sure. He's a man of the Lord, you know. So they, instead of listening to the righteous counsel of a man of the Lord, for them to be informed, they'd rather follow Egypt, man. They'd rather take the counsel of Egypt, not the counsel of the Most High. Because all the men of the Lord that are trying to, you know, we're supposed to be watchmen, so we try to watch the world news, man. You know, to the best of our ability.
Right, because we're your watchmen. We're your Isaiah 13, bro. Because we are your local reporters. We are your watchmen. See, so we had to let you know of these things that's taking place. You know, where you can go look up and understand. You see, but Jake don't want to do that, man. Isaiah 13, I believe it says the watchman. 13 and 1? 13
and 1?
Yeah.
The burden of Babylon.
Speak real fast, right?
Yeah, you know, so they'll rather go and they'll rather listen to Trump.
Let's go.
You know, hey man, if you ain't know, if it started in 2000, what was that, 2001, when the Twin Towers crashed, you know, something just wasn't right about it. That's been being exposed over the years. If you don't know by now that the government puts out false events in order to control a narrative, in order to distract the people while they pass laws that slowly take away your rights, then you've been living under a rock, man.
Yeah.
You blind as hell, man. Okay? You a damn hermit crab in the shell, man.
Oh, Habakkuk 2:1.
Because it's plain to see that this government is not for us, man. Damn water crises out there in Michigan.
Newark, New Jersey.
Right.
They having bad water problems in Newark, New Jersey.
Right, but they got all this clean water that they hoarding and allowing companies to take over. Why? Because they've been paid off.
Right, and that's why I can't wait till it happens. That's why I can't wait till the Lord visit, this whole earth be visited by the Lord, which it is being visited, but we're talking about at a rapid rate, man. Because you people are proud as shit. See? You got this spirit of ain't nothing gonna happen to me, we've been good this far. Yeah, all right. See? Wait till your water is plagued, man. See? Wait till the Lord send a bunch of locusts and start plaguing these streets, man, with all these different things, man. Right. See? You gonna be in a whole different, you gonna be in a woeful, in a mourning spirit.
Right. See? Yeah, Jake comfortable right now, man. Wait till you go in your bathroom and a damn frog hop out the damn toilet and bite you in the ass or something, man.
Yeah.
You're gonna be trying to figure out what the hell going on, man. Because the plagues of Egypt are gonna come upon this place, man.
Hey, get that, bro. As before. Plagues of Egypt as before. What is that? Isn't that already going down in Las Vegas? Las Vegas? Yeah. All them flies or some shit. Yeah, them locusts. I think they're locusts. Okay. I know it's one of the two. No, it's one of the two. Go ahead, bro. It's on you.
This is
Habakkuk 2:1, yeah?
This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 1.
Yeah.
I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower and watch to see what he will say unto me and what I shall answer when I am reproved.
Right, so we are standing upon our watch. Like I said, we are the true reporters and watchmen to first and foremost Israel, but to the world. You see? Not just only to Israel, to the world, because we got different walks of life that may answer questions. We're like, well, this is taking place, that is taking place. Well, this is a closed plague, and what about this and that, So we are watchmen to ours first and foremost, but we're the watchmen as a whole.
Prophets unto the nations, like.
Yeah, right. And us as a body, we have all different things that we go into. All different offices. Brothers is into the healing. Certain brothers is into, the speaking in tongues. Certain brothers is into history. All different things, But it's all been brought together. Us as a whole, being wholesome and everything brought together.
If I may add, with the news, they can tell you all the different things that's going on, but they can't tell you, well, this is going on based upon the will of the Heavenly Father. That's why we're out here.
Prophecy, right?
Prophecy, based upon prophecy.
That's a beautiful point you made, bro. Because that's a beautiful point, because this is all happening by prophecy. It's not happening by chance or by just because. It's happening because of prophecy. Go ahead, bro.
This is verse 2. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it.
You see? Write the vision and make it plain upon the tables. We making it plain upon the tables, man. You see? Well, that he that may run that readeth it. Go ahead.
It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but in the end it shall speak.
Right, see, so the vision is yet for appointed times, man. There is a time for everything, man. But at the end it shall speak, and it's speaking right now. As the scripture said, the end is manifest. See? So the end is clearly showing itself that we're at the end. The different signs, the different wonders. I gotta get it. Go ahead, bro. You finish.
Done. It says, and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, and it will not tarry.
So though it seems like it's taking a while, right? It's going to surely come to pass. Give me Ezekiel 12, 26. Might be a little bit more above, because you got Jake out there to say that the vision is prolonged, but the Lord said he's going to make that cease in Israel, man. All you Jakes that be talking about, the Lord, y'all been, my great grandma been saying that Lord going to come and this and that. Yeah, okay. And like someone at work, dude at work, he said, man, the world is fucked up, But he said, you know what? I don't want it to happen, but I'm glad it's not going to happen in the time we live. I'm chuckling because I'm like, shit. Shit.
That's the mindset of Jake.
No, he the mic, but that's the mindset of the people. Jake, yeah, but
it's funny you said that, because I was talking to you about the other day. She's like, yeah, everything's messed up. You basically said the same thing you saying, man. Everything's messed up.
No, Ezekiel 12 and 26. You done on that, right? I got the book of Matthew 24, verse 3. It says, And as he sat upon the Mount of the Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming, and the end of the world, meaning the end of an age, the end of a time period. See, the end of a certain person's rulership. You know what I want. You got that Ezekiel 12 and 26, talking about prolong?
Yep.
Just some little above it.
Yeah.
Whenever you're ready, go ahead. Second is 6 and 9. Oh, 5. Okay.
Question.
Start at 21.
I apologize.
Oh, go ahead.
I apologize. Question.
Okay.
Why haven't y'all put still about J.B. Morgan?
Oh, J.B. Morgan and Jacob family? Oh yeah, we speak against all
I
them.
said, why ain't you put out look, just recently, just this past week, they got caught trying to smuggle in a whole bunch of motherfuckers.
Oh yeah, I seen that. That big yeah, no, we all.
That was owned by J.B. Morgan.
Yeah, J.B. Morgan. Yeah.
Damn.
Now
They try to say that certain crew members
Yeah.
that was on that boat with Warner. No.
No.
He had
It was probably
billions
tons
and
of
billions
coke.
of dollars coming from the Morgan Philippines.
well, we say this.
And it's going straight to Philippines.
We don't got the image of it out there, but we speak on it all the time because we know who the biggest drug dealer is.
Oh yeah.
Esau Edom.
Crack ain't come out of nowhere.
Yeah, we don't go. We see, Jake. We live in the hood. We didn't bring guns to the neighborhood. We didn't bring drugs. We ain't got no planes, no ships, no anything. So how is we getting all these military weapons, scopes, lasers? Some people got grenades. How they getting all these weapons?
Rocket
Well, you hear different stories of the old heads. They tell you they would drive trains and throughout the neighborhoods. You ever hear that before? And they would, the crates.
From Manchester, actually a couple of people from back in the day, they robbed the train.
Trains, yeah. But Jake is doing all that to watch us kill each other. You know, and for him to, and for us to sell drugs again and kill each other over it, kill our people with it, and also, but that's how you divide and destroy your people. You know, you put Jake in a screwed up environment and a messed up predicament. You don't let them get no jobs. You kick the men out the household, so you give them the opportunity to what?
Do you guys also talk about privileged people?
Hell yeah, eat them. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We discovered all that, and it starts with these people right here. We're talking about J.B. Morgan and all that. We're starting with the Rock Towers, man. All those people, man. And J.B. Morgan fall under this group. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro, we keep people at all. It won't leave nothing unturned. You know? But hey, bro, you're an Israelite, bro. You. Yeah.
Most of our black people are Native Americans. Our biblical Israelites. We don't know how to do it.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
But nowadays, I'm not even American. You're not even American.
Yeah, we're Israelites. We're Israelites.
I ain't not going back to the biblical time. I'm talking about like here and now.
Well, we're in biblical times now.
So we may say, but it may seem that way. How long do you think the United States is going to remain and supreme? How long do you think?
I don't think. I think America. I think America. I think it has less than 5 years. I hope it has less than 5 years because it's and as we see, it's crumbling as we speak.
Yeah.
You know, it really is on its last leg. See, but the reason why it didn't come one yet because there's different prophecies in the Bible that has to come past, like the mark of the beast.
Right.
You heard the mark of the beast?
Yeah.
Well, starting with them, they're going to try to chip our people to take that mark of the beast off of the microchip, which is in the Bible. But that has to come to pass because that's a prophecy that needs to be fulfilled.
So I understand the message.
Okay.
I understand the message. What are you going to do after that?
After what?
The message.
What do you mean after the message?
I have to give the message to the people, to our people.
Okay.
What's next?
Well, we're doing this. We're occupying till he comes because once a famine of the word comes
Luke 19:14.
and destruction starts to come upon the earth, he's going to take his men off the streets. That hole is so much stuff.
Okay.
Hold on, bro.
I'm trying to see if I understand your question. Are you kind of going along the lines of how will it benefit the person that has received the message?
Sir.
Okay. What do we do?
What are we going to do?
Well,
That's the That's
we as a people. Okay, so then if you ask that question, you have to know what the message really is. The message actually is that coming back to our heritage will give us a chance to be protected when this place is destroyed.
Right.
That is what we do. Okay, once we let you know, then it's up to that person whether they take the action to get closer to their power and their heritage so that they may be defended.
So
there's nothing physically that we're going to be able to do.
Is that with or without arms?
Without arms. We don't need arms.
We don't need arms.
The scriptures say, not by might, not by strength, but by my words.
Because, and beautiful point too, bro, because the reason why we don't see, we are the biggest threat to the elites. We have no guns. We have no arms. We don't need arms. But why do they want to they leave gangs and stuff on the street. You know, they're not worried about gangs and the biggest drug dealers because they set all them up. They can easily control all of that.
Right.
Remember, like you said, they can stop the drug supply. They can do all that. Guns, all that. They can confiscate anything. But they can't do nothing against his word, though. See?
But truly, that word is not really the word.
Why?
Because you know, just like I know,
who created it?
Before or after?
But who's originally, whose book is it?
Well, that's gospel.
Okay, but who was it for?
Us.
Right. So if you know that,
who would he use to make the book?
Who did he use? He used his prophets.
Exactly.
I mean, his own God's own messengers. I ain't gonna say prophets because a lot of people.
Well, prophets. No, but you're right.
Same thing.
But he used these people on his side, or people.
Right. So if you understand that, then the question shouldn't come out of your mouth who created the book. Because you know that it was the prophet. This is a spiritually discerned book, a spiritually inspired book. So whether or not somebody had their hands on it and they was able to print it out in English, whether or not that came to pass, if you believe in the Most High, that He is all-knowing, all-controlling, you have to have faith that He didn't allow His book to be tampered with to the point where His men couldn't use it. Also, you have to understand, if you say you understand the gospel, that this book was written with stumbling blocks. It's written in code. The Messiah spoke in parables. Why? He said, for it is given to you to understand, but to them it is not given. So when you go into that whole, it's been tampered with, you have to understand that the truth is still in you. But it has to be.
Said, I will give a parable for everybody to understand, including a child.
He said there are things written in here that a child can understand, but that's the milk of the scriptures. You won't get the meat until you get weaned from the milk. Isaiah 28 and 11.
Let me read this real quick. 2 Peter 1 verse 20, it says, knowing this first, that no prophecy of the scripture is of any private interpretation. For the prophecy came not in the old time by the will of man, but holy men of the Most High spake as they were moved by the Holy Spirit. That, like you were saying. You know, but who is the book for? These people on his side. See? And the people to go back to see these people that may look like him. You know what I'm saying? It's not about a color thing, you know? But, you know, we know why they printed more of these out because, you know, they put it out as to the world and they even thought of themselves as, this is my book. So you got people that really will argue against us, you know, and say, well, no, this book is for us, this book is for all, but it's really not. But they have put that deception out into the world, like, oh, this is ours, this belongs to us. That's why you see pictures of Cesare Borgia and people of you know, a white skin complexion everywhere, but not being depicted as them, but not in the true colors of the skin of the book.
Excuse me. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, well then, see, yeah, you got, he stepped on them, but they're going to images right there of us, the true people, the color of the people that's in the book.
So-called black image, and you also find a so-called white image of the same scenes throughout the Bible, like the Last Supper right there, where they got the golden halos around it.
Well, they put the golden halos. They put the golden halos to cover up the ass.
I want to hear this question.
Let's go.
I'm listening.
No, I want to hear your question.
No, I just had a question for you guys. I hate to interrupt, but
yeah.
Are you guys the guys from that video that made news a while ago?
No.
There was like some march in DC, and a guy was confronting some Native Americans.
Right. That wasn't us.
And some guys, I swear,
They had on
they
black.
were just like, what's that?
They had on black.
They had on black.
They had on black. H-Y? Okay. Now, that wasn't us, but we are of similar faiths. We do believe that the so-called black Latinos and Native Americans are the biblical Israelites. We do believe that injustice has happened to the black Latinos and Native Americans in this country.
Justice will be served.
And justice will be served, thus saith the Most High.
So are you guys?
Right.
Are you guys Jewish then?
No, we're the people, the true people of the Bible. So the so-called Negroes, yes, they would be considered the real Jews. They wouldn't be considered Jewish.
Yeah. Ish represents a similar to or like unto.
Or pertaining to be. Right.
Pertaining to be.
Something.
So by their own admission, by them calling themselves Jewish and Israeli, you may find Jewish in the Bible, but you won't find Israeli. There's Israelites, okay, Israelites. And Jew is short for the tribe of Judah, which is only one tribe.
So what do you call yourself?
Israelites.
Oh.
Hebrew Israelites, that's all.
No, I don't know if you're a Hebrew Israelite. I don't know if you're a Hebrew Edomite. I'm not sure.
I'm just a guy. That's all.
Well, see,
I'm enjoying the day.
We have a biblical heritage.
But
You guys are
now people do say this. We hear this on a regular, like I'm just this, I'm just that. But at the end of the day, everyone has a nationality on the earth. Everyone has a nationality.
We all come from one of the 12 tribes.
No.
Come from a biblical,
this is just one
biblical
nation.
family. On the other side, there's other nations, and you have a biblical name of your nationality, whether you know it or not.
Do you guys believe in like the Old Testament of the Christian Bible?
Yeah.
With the whole roll, the whole Bible.
It's not like Adam and Eve,
Old
they all come from them.
The whole roll.
And then Noah.
Well, I gotta go, but
All
you guys
right,
have a great.
I got a precept for you. You said that a little child should be able to read. Well, that's true for some things, but some things are for. Can you get that by reason of experience? Strong meat belonging to them. Can you get that for me, Brother Shah? So this is Isaiah 28:9. Whom shall he teach knowledge, and whom shall he make to understand doctrine? That's a question mark. Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. So when you're on the titty, you're getting that nourishment. That you can't handle meat and these other foods. You have to get the basics. You're an Israelite. Okay? If you are African American, you are Judah. You know, these little small things, and then you start going into the reincarnation. And who, according to the scriptures, was reincarnated at this point, and who spiritually was this man, and you get into the deeper mysteries, okay? So that those things are not, you know, a child may be able to understand them through the spirit, but they're not easily where you can just walk up and just, yeah, goo goo gaga, yeah, this person was this through the spirit. No, it takes the precepts and being established in that foundation, so that when things come, your house is not blown away like we talked about. Them building on that solid foundation or building on sand.
Now, it's not really a party question, it's not a church question, I'm not bringing on and something like that. But when that day comes, do we fight or do we just stand still?
A perfect example is what happened when they came to get the Messiah. And one of the who was it that reached forth and chopped the other guy's ear off?
Peter.
Peter reached forth and chopped that servant's ear off. What did the Messiah tell him? All they that pick up the sword shall die by the sword. So them guys in HOI out there practicing at the gun range, they're gonna die if they don't repent. Yeah, but they're not gonna have any victory. The Most High is not with that warring. Like it says, if this were my kingdom, then would my servants fight.
Right, go.
Until he lifts up the standard, the scriptures say, if this is my kingdom, then would my servants fight.
He is pretty much destruction.
Yeah, but what does he say? Vengeance is mine. Seek you not your own vengeance, but vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. So when you out there, yeah, we need a gun because if we ain't got the gun, then we gonna die. Look, man, some of us is gonna be martyred. We have to have enough faith. That's a part of this walk, is to have enough faith that the Most High will or he won't protect us. Either way, if you die in this faith, you'll be given a crown of life. You see? If you do have to die, and then there will be others who will not taste of death, like Paul said. There are some that will not taste the death, but we shall all be changed.
Jeremiah 16, I want to show you something.
But thank you.
Because, yeah, I got one more. Jeremiah 16 and 16. Because right now, our weapons of our warfare is spiritual, it's not carnal. So we know we cannot physically fight and overtake the ruler. Because it's not for him to rule right now. It's him to be over. That's our punishment.
But it's not me. You know, like I know, we're all under somebody's thumb.
Yeah. That's because of our punishment.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
That's why we're under him. That's why we think.
Shouldn't have been punished.
Yeah, why not?
We see it. We went on. We broke the law, testing the commandments. That was a covenant that we
Well,
broke.
hold on. Okay, can I read two scriptures to you?
Yes, sir.
Give me Baruch 3 and read Jeremiah 16 and 16. Give me that Baruch 3. No, 4. For souls to nation.
Jeremiah 16, verse 16.
Right.
Behold, I will send for many fishers, says Yahweh, and they shall fish them.
So right now, we are fishing. Because we're fishing for the elect. So right now, what we're doing is we're for
bait.
Casting out the bait, either line or fishing.
Or we pulling out the net, we keeping the good and throwing away the bad.
This is the fishing rod, so we're throwing it out, seeing who's going to catch the bait, right? But we got a word. Go ahead.
And after I will send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks.
So right now we're in a fishing period, you know. But later time is going to come a hunting period too. So the Lord is going to use his men that he chooses, the elect of his men he chooses to go hunt. The people it's time to go hunt. Like it's fishing season now, but it's also going to come a hunting season too.
Do the brothers go into reincarnation and HOI? So when you say that we are not the ones that sin, we are our fathers reincarnated. There's no new thing under the earth, so that punishment that's continuing to go is over all of us, man.
My thing is, we shouldn't be punished for our fathers. Even if he did repent on or off.
Okay, check this out. Read Baruch 4 for it.
All right, this is Baruch chapter 4, verse 6.
Read out.
Baruch chapter 4, verse 6.
Right?
Ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved the Most High to wrath.
See, so we were sold to the nations, not for destruction, but we pissed the Most High off. That's why he did this to us. Go ahead.
We did it to ourselves also.
You were delivered unto the enemies.
Yeah, we did do it to ourselves, but we did it. We broke the agreement with the Heavenly Father, though. We made an agreement with him. A covenant is an agreement. When we said, we go, okay, Lord, you want us to perform, do all these things, we said, we agree, yes. Sign on the dotted line, boom, sealed. So when we broke that agreement, well, oh, okay, now I got to punish you for it. Because he's dealing with us as his children. So he's punishing us. These captivities is us getting whooped with the belt. He's showing us y'all was going wrong. See?
You wouldn't think that's too harsh?
No.
It's
No,
right
when
to go into the
right
the
to
Most High.
Heavenly Father because all of his, huh? Yeah.
Now, like you went into earlier,
That's before. Sorry, that's before and ignorance.
now listen. Now the scriptures say earlier, we brought it out. I was but a little angry, but ye have forwarded the affliction. So there are unrighteous things that Esau does that has gone above and beyond the punishment that the Most High really wanted for us.
But ultimately, it's still a judgment upon. Let me read this, and then we want to get to that question. Go ahead. I don't want to get past that.
You want me to read that verse again?
Baruch 4, 6, and 7.
This is Baruch chapter 4, verse 6. You were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because you moved the Most High to wrath. You were delivered unto the enemies. For you provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils.
And what?
By sacrificing unto devils, and not to the Most High.
Now we know the first commandment is what? Thou shalt have no other gods before me. What did we? First thing we did when Moses went up to No, we, our people.
It was us. Remember? Reincarnation. We established that.
So when we did,
It was us.
so what did they do? Our people pressured Aaron to make 2 golden lamps, but it was being impatient. The first thing after the Lord just delivered us from the Egyptians, the Pharaoh, the Red Sea, you know, all these great works. First thing we did was get impatient and say, "Come on, Aaron, you know, let us go and make us a golden calf."
No, they didn't say it like that.
Well, you know, they pressured Aaron to do that though.
Yeah. Now look though, you got to understand, the Most High. Go ahead.
Verse 8. Ye have forgotten the everlasting power that brought you up.
That's what our people have done. They've forgotten the everlasting power that brought us up. Same as today. Go ahead.
And ye have grieved Jerusalem that nursed you.
That brought us up in a particular fashion. Go ahead.
For when she saw the wrath of the Most High coming upon you, she said, Hearken, O ye that dwell about Zion. The Most High have brought upon me great mourning. For I saw the captivity of my sons and daughters, which the everlasting brought upon them.
That's what took place. That's what happened. Go ahead, bring it up.
Right, so I hear you mentioning, basically what I'm receiving from what you're saying is, you don't think that it's fair that the whole nation got punished for some doing their wickedness. Is that kind of what you're saying? Okay, so now this is the point. The Most High punishes us as a nation, but there's always was righteous men listen, there was always righteous men who, even though their people was under captivity, they were spared, or they were because of their righteousness, because the Most High chose them to be righteous. In this day and age, our nation is going through as a whole, but we have an opportunity to be exempt from that judgment